Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Chandrika and this is RIKA Life. Thank you so much for watching my video today. I'm really excited to share some new things with you today. In my last video, I talked to you a little bit about my holiday market and how I want to make mandalas. So I actually want to share with you one mandala that I'm working on. Last week I was in, finishing mode, where I just started pulling out things and just started finishing projects. I pulled out a black scarf that was being made with Lion Brand Scarfy yarn. I was probably a quarter to half done and I finished that. That was a waffle stitch scarf. And then I have just been trying to finish other projects. So this was a while ago, but a couple months ago I started working on a square, which is by Hooked on Sunshine, and her square is called New Beginnings. This is what I have so far. It has a lot of texture. It has a lot of intricate details, and I'll hold it up closer so you can see some of that. And this is made with Caron Simply Soft in Blackberry. Caron Simply Soft is one of my all-time favorite yarns, and I don't think that will ever change. I love Lion Brand Mandala. I love Lion Brand Mandala Ombre. I love that DK weight and a couple others, but this is kind of all my big pieces, all my really intricate pieces are made with this. This Cosmic Cow by Helen Shrimpton is made with Caron Simply Soft. There's a mandala right in front of me in yellow sunshine color made in Caron Simply Soft. I love it across the board. I just love it. Some colors feel a little bit, how should I say, slippery, but other colors feel completely fine. And this is one such color. This is Blackberry, and I realized that I just love this color. So I initially purchased this yarn to do a different project, and that project kind of fizzled out because I didn't really like the instructions and I couldn't get the full instructions, and it was just a whole thing. So I kind of abandoned that project, but I switched my, thinking midway, and instead of just abandoning the whole thing, I decided, how about I make a square and then I can use the little pieces I had started making and border it around a square. So I had purchased this from Hooked on Sunshine. It's called New Beginnings. And so far, it looks like this, but it is going to be squared off with the same color. And I may or may not use those little squares that I had started making to do a border, or I may just leave it as a square. I have not decided yet, but I am trying to finish this. This pattern has, I think, 28 rows, and I'm on 19, I think. So I'm getting there. It is really intricate. It's very, very intricate. You can see it up close. So it has quite a bit of texture. There are mostly in this puff stitches, front post stitches. There's some back loop stitching, but I really enjoy it. I loved Hooked on Sunshine. If you've never seen her patterns, her name is Vanessa Smith. I will definitely put a link in the description box below, so please check her out. She has some free crochet alongs and some paid patterns, and her work is just lovely. I've made many, many of her patterns, and I'm absolutely in love. So I wanted to share this mandala with you, and I'm going to grab one more and I'll be right back. Okay, so I grabbed the other one. This is, oh my gosh, the name is eluding me. This is the other big mandala project I'm working on right now. I'm going to take it out and show it to you. So I actually have a Vera Bradley bag that has 6 spots in it. So I've put my yarn in there in all those 6 spots because it fit in there. So I was like, hey, let's just put my yarn in there, and then it just made it so much easier. This is the bag. I love Vera Bradley. I would love to get some free Vera Bradley bags, so I'm going to tag you, Vera Bradley. Okay, so this pattern is called something. I will write it here because I cannot remember the name right now. And it is already a circle, and now I'm starting to square it off. And this is what it looks like. You can see that up close. It started off looking like a lily pad, and now it's gotten so much more detail. It has texture, not a lot of texture, but a decent amount of texture. We have popcorn stitches, we have some puff stitches, we have really beautiful, these, I don't even know what they're called, but just this design, oh my gosh. I'm going to try and put a couple of pictures here of this laying out because obviously I'm not showing you the best way, but let me see if I can get it on here. So it's just beautiful. I really love this mandala pattern. I am just totally smitten. Okay, it's called the Shapla build through. There you go. I totally forgot. I had been wanting to make this pattern for so long, ever since I saw it come out. And then I chose my colors, I had my colors, and then I was waiting for other things to finish and then to start this. And I have to tell you that I actually have not picked this up in like over 10 days, probably 2 weeks. I haven't even done anything on this. So I am deeply missing it, but I will get back to it. And it's pretty big. It's pretty big already. But it's going to be bigger. I think there are 4 or 5 parts, and I'm on part 2. I want to say I'm on part 2 now. So it is going to get bigger, and that's totally fine. I absolutely love big mandala projects. That's what I live for. I love big mandala projects. If you don't know that about me, now you know. I love mandalas. I love big projects. And the reason why I love mosaic crochet as well. Like, I can't knock that at all. I love mosaic crochet, overlay crochet. But those require me to sit down and like follow a chart, and I just can't do that. I don't have the time to follow a chart. So with a mandala like this, I can follow the pattern, and because I'm repeating it all the way around, once I do it 1 or 2 times, I get into the flow and I understand what I'm doing, and I can just continue around and do it. So that's why I prefer mandala projects. I have been working on other things. I have been making baby blankets. I did finish my first custom baby blanket order, and I'm not sure if I'll be sharing a picture of that because it has not been gifted yet. So once that is gifted, probably in the end of November, I can share a picture of that as well, because I am going to be away for Thanksgiving and I'm going to meet family. I had completely forgotten that I need to make a baby blanket, a baby boy baby blanket, because I have lots of baby girl blankets, but I had to make a baby boy blanket. So I opened my yarn closet, and I was initially thinking of using Lion Brand Mandalas bonus bundle, and I think the color is called Spirit. It is blues and grays that are mixed together. I have one in my bin, but you can't see it from here. So sorry, I didn't pull it out. I was thinking of using that. So first I was thinking of using the giant color because that was the only color that was coming into my mind. And so I went on Ravelry to see what have people made. And then I remembered, oh my gosh, I have baby boy colors. So then I was like, hey, maybe I can do something with that. And when I went on Ravelry, I saw that the projects page, people were making star blankets with that yarn. And I thought, ooh, a star blanket would look really beautiful. And then I remembered that Lion Brand Mandala is like a number 3 DK weight. It's not even like a worsted weight. And making that baby blanket would take me forever, especially because the bonus bundle is over 1,000 yards of yarn. So then I stood there in my yarn closet looking at that yarn, And then I remembered that I went to the Hobby Lobby sale and I brought Premier Bloom Chunky. And so I pulled that out and I spent some time and I decided to make a granny square blanket. And instead of making one giant granny square, which would be a smaller one because it would be eating up the yarn to go all the way around each time, I decided to make 4 squares. So I just finished that. And here's one of the squares. So it's pretty big. And here's the rest of them. It's another one. That's another one. And that's the first one that I made. So I have these 4 squares. So it's going to be pretty big. And so let's see how big it's going to be. Oh yeah. It's going to be a decent size. So I just had 4 of them. So I've used the 4 balls. I do have some left over, which I'm going to use to join the squares. And then I pulled out, I think it's Bernat Chunky yarn I bought on clearance at Joann's a couple months ago, which I had taken out for another project. So I took out yellow and gray for a project. But now I was like, I need a color that'll match this. So I found the gray and I was like, yes, I can use the gray. So I'm going to try and join these with this yarn that I have left over. So I can join the 4 squares, but then the border of it, I'm going to do in the Bernat Softy Chunky. And that gray is almost the same as this. I have 2 gray colors. So I have this light gray and I have like a steel gray, like a darker gray. But I think I'm just going to stick with the light gray. And I don't have anything special planned for the border. I think I will literally just do a granny square border. Maybe 1 to 2 going around the square. And then I'll be done. And then this baby blanket will be done. And then I literally don't have any more presents or gifts that I need to work on. And then I can just focus on making my mandalas for the holiday market. I'm so excited. I'm so excited that I'm making progress. I'm so excited that I finished some whips. I'm so excited that I get to start new projects and work on lovely projects like this one and this one. I'm so excited. I love crocheting, and that's why I love to share my love of it with all of you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and definitely leave me a comment. I love hearing from you, and I love being a part of this community. I hope you have a wonderful crochetful day, and I'll see you again soon.